Jaya Shiva Rajaya here from vitalcoaching.com. The topic for this video is access your Kali fire, your Kali power. If you don't know who Kali is, it is a goddess energy. It's one of the core archetypes in the Hindu Sanskrit mythology in India, and the Kali power or the Kali energy, the Kali goddess, is the energy of transformation, change, and the word that feels a little bit more challenging is the energy of destruction. So the reason why I want to bring it into our lives or into our perspective, into our consciousness, and I have been invoking this energy for years, it is because we naturally, in the cycle of life and death, birth and growth and transformation and destruction, that aspect of life is an essential part of the renewal cycle of existence. And so when you own your Kali fire, when you own your Kali power, what you're doing is you are activating your natural destructive energy to direct it in ways that are constructive for you. Imagine that you have, for instance, lots of stacked emotions, feelings, wounds in your system that no longer serve you. Imagine that somebody has been insulting you or sending negativity or toxicity into your field. How are you going to clear that energy? So you need power, you need weapons internally. And it's a symbol, okay? It's a metaphor for something that you want to happen internally. It doesn't mean that you are going to go outside and attack that person, but it means that you want to access this renewing fire inside of you so that you can clear this toxic energy in your field. So it's one of the core forces that I see, especially for women, not necessarily accessing in full power. It means that the women who come to me for coaching or for sessions, for healing and empowerment, very often what I tell them to do, what I invite them to do, is to start activating more of this Kali power. So imagine that you have this reserve of fire, this reserve of energy. This gives you, of course, a more powerful base in life. It gives you protection. It gives you an ability to clear or clean or detoxify your system from unwanted emotions. And it's one of the more powerful things that you can access in your life. And so we are a little bit afraid of this word, destructive power, because most of the times what we see in life as the expression of destructive power is something that is going to negatively impact on people's lives, maybe on the planet, on civilizations, on cultures and things like that. But the destructive energy is something that is part of nature, part of life. It's birth, life, and death. And death is part of the cycle. So when you want to change something, when you want to activate that fire inside of you, having an access point, pipes of destructive or transformative or renewal energy which are activated in your field is one of the very powerful tactics or sources of energies or powers that you want to activate in your field. And so the way I activate that power is simply by using the mantra Kali Jaya. Kali is for that fire, that transformative fire, and Jaya is for victory to Kali. And when I do that, when I sing this mantra, I'm not calling something which is out there. I'm calling something which is an inherent power or source of energy which is inside of me, all around me. It's just activating that energy. It's not necessarily personifying that force, but more activating that power. Okay? So the way I sing it is like this. Kali Jaya, 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 Kali Jaya. And if you have, anger or frustration inside of you, then it's a very powerful tactic to put in place. If you are a man, of course, this works for you. You see that I'm using this technique all the time, and for women as well. So it's not necessarily gender related, but for women, especially for women, if you feel that you want to access new power inside of you, I encourage you to tap into that one and start activating that power. The intensity of the practice, you can modulate it at will. You know, for instance, you can go into a softer practice, which is Kali Jaya, Kali Jaya, and dance, you know, create it as a dance, as a sacred dance. And you can also intensify the practice with more rage of fire, expression of anger and frustration coming out if you need to release that. And it's going to look like this. It's going to be like Kali Jaya, Kali Jaya, Kali Jaya. And you can add as well warrior moves so that you can intensify, you know, this practice at will. If you feel like diving into it, you know, just start practicing today, and this will give you an access point to energetic, emotional release. It's a very, very powerful technique. You can also make that part of your daily routine. When I wake up in the morning, I have this 1 hour of vital force activation where I bring mantras, and that specific mantra is one of the core ones that I practice for 5 minutes. So you can set up your timer and have 5 minutes every morning of Kali Jaya, of Kali activation. If you have any questions, post in the comment, reach out. I'm really here to help you with mastering this force inside of you. You notice also that what I'm talking about here is a shadow aspect in our lives. You know, we're talking about rage, we're talking about frustration, we're talking about anger. And so giving, instead of trying to suppress all these shadows, what we do is we give them a constructive channels in our field so that it doesn't get stacked in our system. Okay, this is the idea, shadow mastery. This is part of shadow mastery, mastering your shadows. I love you. I'll see you soon.